In northern Italy, a sudden creativity and importance in art from between 1300 to 1600 emerged. This period is called the Renaissance, meaning rebirth, revival of art and learning. The contributions made during this period led to innovative styles of art and literature. It also led to new values, such as the importance of the individual. The Renaissance eventually spread from northern Italy to the rest of Europe. In the 1300s, the bubonic plague struck the Italian city-states, killing up to 60% of the population. With few opportunities to expand business, merchants began to pursue other interests, like art, which became a very important factor in this period. Renaissance scholars looked down on the art and literature of the Middle Ages.
What type of art is this? I know, right? This fish belongs to the sea.
Instead, they took interest in learning about the art of the Greeks and Romans.
The arts of the Greeks and the Romans was like way better than this.
They started drawing inspiration from the ruins of Rome that surrounded them. Western scholars also studied ancient Latin manuscripts that had been preserved in monasteries. As scholars studied these manuscripts, they became more influenced by classical ideas. These studies led to humanism, which was an intellectual movement that focused on human potential and achievement. Humanists popularized the study of subjects common to classical education, such as history.
Welcome, my fellow students. Today we will be learning about dinosaurs. This is how they look like, and they are extinct.
Literature.
Welcome, students. Today we will be reading Romeo and Juliet, a love story. Oh wait, it hasn't been written yet. In like years later. Never mind. Class dismissed. Bye.
And philosophy.
Welcome, students. Today we will be learning about Socrates. He's a Greek philosopher, and he encourages everyone to ask questions about life. So, does anyone have any questions to be answered? Yes, Shapaska? May we please leave this classroom? No. Well, honey.
These subjects are called the humanities. Church leaders during the Renaissance beautified Rome and other cities by spending huge amounts of money for art.
Beautify Rome. I love art.
Became patrons of the arts by financially supporting artists. Renaissance merchants and wealthy families also were patrons of the arts. By having their portraits painted or by donating art to the city to place in public squares, the wealthy demonstrated their own importance. Following the new emphasis on individuals, painters began to paint prominent citizens. These portraits revealed what was unique about each person. Artists such as Michelangelo Buonarroti, who was a sculptor, poet, architect, and painter, used a realistic style when depicting the human body. Leonardo da Vinci was a painter, sculptor, inventor, and scientist. He was interested in how things worked.
Wow, so when you raise your arm up, your biceps flex. Wow, these veins are arranged just like a leaf. Oh my gosh, it's Shapaska!
He filled his notebooks with observations and sketches. Then, he incorporated his findings in his art. Among his many masterpieces, Leonardo painted one of the best-known portraits in the world, the Mona Lisa. Thomas More, a Christian humanist, tried to show a better model of society. In 1516, he wrote the book Utopia. In Greek, utopia means no place. In English, it has come to mean an ideal place. The book is about an imaginary land where greed, corruption, and war have been weeded out. Utopia was an ideal, peaceful world. The Renaissance spread to England in the mid-1500s. This period was known as the Elizabethan Age. Queen Elizabeth did much to support the development of English and art literature. The most famous writer of the Elizabethan Age was William Shakespeare. Shakespeare had great admiration and respect for the classics and used them for inspiration. He had one of his characters deliver a speech that expressed the Renaissance high view on human nature.
What a piece of work is a man, how noble in reason, how infinite in faculties, in form and moving, how expressive admirable in action, how like an angel in apprehension, how like a god the beauty of the world, the paragon of animals.
Shakespeare's most famous plays included tragedies Hamlet, Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth, and the comedies A Midsummer's Night Dream and The Taming of the Shrew. Around 1440, Johann Gutenberg, a craftsman from Germany, developed a printing press that combined a number of technologies in a new way.
Wow, these books are so cheap. I'm about 50 of them. Thank you for the movable top. Oh my, so cheap. Look at these trees. Why are they so cheap, girl?
Martin Luther's parents wanted him to be a lawyer.
Lawyer, be a lawyer, okay?
Instead, he became a monk and a teacher. In 1517, Luther decided to take a public stand against the actions of a friar named Johann Tetzel. Tetzel was raising money to rebuild St. Peter's Cathedral in Rome. He did this by selling indulgences.
Indulgences, easy, just buy your way into heaven. Yeah, you can just buy your way into heaven, people, easy. Just buy it right here, yo.
An indulgence was a pardon. It released the sinner from performing the penalty that a priest imposed for sins. Luther was troubled by Tetzel's tactics. In response, he wrote 95 theses, or formal statements, attacking the pardon merchants. On October 31st, 1517, he posted these statements on the door of the castle church in Wittenberg and invited other scholars to debate him.
Come on, people, come on. Join me in this journey of debate. Good job, guys.
Someone copied Luther's words and took them to a printer. Quickly, Luther's name became known all over Germany. His actions began the Reformation, a movement for religious reform. Luther's ideas quickly spread and attracted followers. The Pope soon realized that he was a serious threat. Luther suggested that Christians should drive the Pope from the church by force.
I will excommunicate you if you do not take your words back. I ain't taking them back.
Luther was excommunicated. He returned to Wittenberg in 1522. He discovers that many of his ideas were being put into practice.
I just love Luther's ideas. They're like so smart.
I think they're changing this society in such a great way. Lutherans,
Do you guys want to be a religious group called the Lutherans? Love that name.
Yes.
Many German princes supported Lutheranism. German princes who remained loyal to the Pope agreed to join forces against Luther's ideas. Those princes who supported Luther signed a protest against that agreement. These protesting princes came to be known as Protestants. Determined that his subjects should remain Catholic, Charles V went to war against the Protestant princes.
I have defeated you.
You still can't force us back into the Catholic Church. Yeah.
We ain't moving.
In 1555, Charles, tired of fighting, ordered all German princes to assemble in the city of Augsburg. The princes agreed that each ruler would decide the religion of his state. This famous religious settlement was known as the Peace of Augsburg.
These are arranged. Wait, what? Just one more.
Wow, I love how there's a smiley face.
What? Okay, go away. Let me start.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.